If you bite into a Milky Way candy bar, you're going to find caramel and fluffy nougat, and they're all covered in chocolate. You know what? That's the galaxy I want to live in.
It's a star in the candy bar world. But you might not know this galactic chocolate bar sprang from a popular drink found right here on Earth.
Some people think the Milky Way is named after the galaxy, but it's not. It's really after the malted milk drink and the malted milk shake in the Roaring '20s.
Even so, the name was a perfect fit. You see, the man who invented the Milky Way was Frank Mars.
Frank Mars created the Milky Way in his kitchen in 1923.
He sold his creation for a nickel in those days. And get this, it's believed to be one of the first bars with a filling.
A filled candy bar has layers, so it has a nougat, a caramel, coated with chocolate.
Now, more than 12 million Milky Ways fly out of the Mars Chocolate North America factory in Chicago every day.
This is the beginning of the Milky Way process, and this is where we create our fluffy nougat.
First up, malt flavoring mixes with egg whites and corn syrup. Check this out. A thick, stringy substance looks like spaghetti. It's actually sugar and ingredients they keep under wraps. Once everything's in, the Mega Mixer whips the nougat into shape.
How we whip that is we actually have a machine that runs almost 800 revolutions a minute, and it's got 4,000 pins on it, and that's what fluffs up the nougat.
Meanwhile, hot caramel takes a spin on a giant wheel.
The caramel is made of milk, cream, and sugar.
They crank the heat to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, then cool the caramel on the stainless steel machine.
It's very important for the caramel to have the right moisture and the right temperature so we get the right color to make that perfect inside of a Milky Way bar.
Now it's time to bring together that sweet center. First, the nougat flows out, forming a soft slab. Next, a layer of caramel spreads on top.
So now that we have the right temperature of the nougat and caramel slab, we run that through the splitter to cut the right strips to get the rolls at the exact width.
Next, they slice the long strips into miniature Milky Ways.
This is our ultrasonic guillotine, and this guillotine's cutting almost 5,400 bars per minute.
Now for any chocolate lover's dream. They call this part a chocolate bath. And an enrover drenches rows and rows of Milky Way bars with milk chocolate. Oh, and watch this. The bars ride under a decorating roller that draws a design on top.
And I can tell you that the bar tastes and looks even better than it does on TV.
The bars hitch a ride into a cooling tunnel before wrapping up and packaging. And here's a fun fact for you. The Milky Way recipe went unchanged from 1923 to 1999. That's when customers wanted a little something more.
The feedback was consumer wanted more caramel, and when they bit into the bar, they wanted that caramel taste, and so we actually added more caramel to the recipe.
For Milky Way fans, there's nothing better than a galaxy goodie that's been around for many moons.
Milky Way!